Hi everyone, I'm back with another Little Nightmares theory. I hope you enjoyed the game. I mean, it was alright. The area was annoying though, and I wish there were more like chef, kitchen style areas. But it is what it is. Anyways, let me explain my OTTO theory. It won't be too long, because I'm really tired, but I actually think I'm right about it. And it would explain the spiral. So I was watching The Overman, a fantastic Little Nightmares content creator who's making the Sounds of Nightmares animated. It's seriously incredible. You should watch his videos and subscribe to him, if you haven't already. But one theory he did really intrigued me. The Dr. No theory. The Overman believes Dr. No was OTTO's old professor and discovered nowhere. And that's why a painting of Dr. No exists. To show how a certain person from the waking world has impacted nowhere. And I believe OTTO has done something similar to impact nowhere like his old professor. I believe he's the reason the spiral exists in the first place. So what is the spiral? To give a quick refresher for some people who have forgotten, the devs have described the spiral as a cluster of disturbing places. Therefore meaning someone or something has caused all these locations from nowhere to be crammed together in a single location, where you wouldn't expect them to be. We can see this in the necropolis as a ship from the moor and a guest laying sand. But how? The body hasn't got any flies on it, and there's no way in hell that ship can go through lots of miles of sand. So, the ship being in the necropolis could have only happened very recently. This can also apply to the Institute, as it sits on the shores of a beach. There's no reason for it to be here, unless this is the centre of the spiral. Hear me out. We theorise the moor is a living, breathing eye monster, like the shopping centre and the signal tower. Why can't the Institute be the signal tower of the spiral? And what's inside the Institute? Monster OTTO, with similar eyes to the ones in the signal tower. This clearly shows OTTO's significance for nowhere, as it proudly claims him as one of their own. Without the signal tower, the Pale City dies. Without OTTO, the spiral doesn't exist. Now the big question is why? Why these places? Well, it's very simple. OTTO's patients have been to these places in nowhere. Noon? The Carnival. What helps the Carnival? The Candy Factory. Low Necropolis, he drew it. He used to be a performer at the Carnival, and those are the Candy Factory's significance. That's why there's mirrors, below to retrace his steps in nowhere, and the shape of a spiral is the same on sweets and lollipops. The shape of the spiral is literally OTTO's sweets for my sweet. The shape on the mirror helping Lo remember what happened to him before he drifted off to sleep. For Lo, the developers have said he's been in the spiral for a long time. Whilst not constantly being in nowhere, all his dreams have been in locations seen in the spiral. Him waking up, flashbacks to when he awoke from these dreams the first time. That's why he drew locations while not being in the spiral. Well, not literally being in the spiral for a long time. Mentally, he has. Taking a toll on him, causing him to create an imaginary friend. Alone. So, here are my closing thoughts. Just like Dr. No, OTTO's importance did not go unrewarded, taking each of his patients' dream locations and pulling them together in a cluster. The shape of OTTO's sweets he used to give them before bed. A spiral. He became the living, beating heart of the spiral, and when the locations were warped into where the Institute was placed, on the group of islands in the ocean, the necropolis's sand stopped a ship headed towards the moor. Candy Factory, placed by the sea as all the seagulls at the outside. Carnival had to get close to the Candy Factory for surprise. The mirrors, pieces of a puzzle to get OTTO his patients back one way or another, luring them in with this spiral, the shape of sweets, for his sweet. That's all for this theory. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Have a good one, guys.